Good morning everyone. So in this video we will be learning or we will be knowing about the sound and how does we understand these sound vibrations. So in the previous videos we have seen how the sound propagates. Now the sound has reached to our ears and our brain will understand what are those sound vibrations, and so we could able to understand the sounds, different sounds. So this video will help us to understand how does the sound travel and it reaches to the brain. So sound and human beings. Now we all know that we human beings generally we communicate our feelings or our thoughts with the help of speech, that is nothing but sound. So here sound communication in human beings is through speech. So here for example, now you just place your fingers on your throat while speaking. When you place your fingers on the throat while speaking, we can feel the vibrations. That means what is understood here? The vibrations, the source of vibrations in our body is present in the throat. So that part which is vibrating or the part which is making the sounds in our throat, it is called as larynx. Larynx, which can be also called as voice box. So the voice box in our body is present in the throat, and this voice box vibrates and produces the sound. The voice box, the air will be trapped in this voice box and the air will vibrate and produces the sound. We'll see the structure of the larynx. Now, so here larynx has two muscular ligaments which are called as vocal cords. So larynx have two ligaments which are called as vocal cords which are stretched throughout the larynx. They are narrow slit. There is a narrow slit between them to allow the passage of air to produce the sound. That means in between these two vocal cords there is some space or there is some gap through which the air enters, and this air will vibrate according to the created vibrations. So these vocal cords they open and close during our breathing. When we are breathing, they will open and close and allow the air into our body and also outside. So vocal cords they close when we speak. So when we are speaking, the air is trapped in the vocal cords and this vibrations will be carried to the brain. We will see how it is carried, and so we are able to understand the words or the sounds created. So and the air from the lungs presses between the vocal cords to cause the vibrations to produce the sound. So this is how the larynx, which is the also called as voice box, consists of the vocal cords, and the air which is trapped in these vocal cords vibrate according to the vibrations that we produce. Now here you can see the structure. So here you can see this part is larynx, and you can see there are vocal cords. See this is larynx, and you can see there are two vocal cords and there is a gap between the vocal cords, and accordingly these two vocal cords they will be closed and open. So when we are speaking, these two vocal cords are closed. So the air which is present here in the vocal cords will be vibrating and will be producing the sound. So if you practically want to understand while you are speaking, put your fingers on your throat and you can feel the vibrations. Now already the vibrations are created in our throat through larynx, that means vocal cords. Now how are we able to understand these sounds by our brain? So we can now We hear the sound produced with the help of our ears. So, ear consists of three sections: outer ear, middle ear and inner ear. The pinna, that means the flap, the pinna of external ear collects the sound vibrations, and they pass through in ear canal and they will strike the ear drum, or it is also called as tympanum, and make it to vibrate. We can understand it through a diagram. Now see, here we can clearly understand. So here this is called as external ear or outer ear, and this flap is called as pinna. So here the sounds will reach the, here you can see this is the opening of the outer ear. The sounds will enter into our ear through this opening of the external ear, and this tube like structure, it is called as ear canal, or it is also called as auditory canal. That means the sounds after entering into the external ear, they will pass through this auditory canal. And here you can see this part. This part is called as eardrum, or is also called as tympanum. So the vibrations after entering through this opening of outer ear pass through this auditory canal, and they will hit this tympanum or eardrum. And then these vibrations from here, they hit the three bones. You can see here, these are the three bones. The three bones are, first it is malleus, incus and stapes. This is stapes. So these are the three bones. The vibrations of these eardrums hit these three bones, and these vibrations then will enter into a part called as oval window. This is called as oval window, which will double the number of vibrations, and then they will enter the other part called as cochlea. This is cochlea. This consists of liquid which will vibrate, and this cochlea is connected to nerves. The nerves which carry the sounds are called as auditory nerve. The sensory nerves which carries the sound are called as auditory nerves, which are connected to the brain. So in this way, the sound vibrations will enter from the opening of the outer ear, passes through the auditory canal. It will hit the eardrum. These vibrations then hit the bones, then enter to the oval window, and then reaches the cochlea, and these vibrations will be reaching the brain through auditory nerves, and the brain will know the vibrations, and so we are able to understand the sounds which are reaching us. Once again we'll see it. So here you can see, ear consists of outer ear, middle ear and inner ear. The pinna of external ear collects the sound vibrations, and they pass through ear canal and strike the eardrum, which is also called as tympanum. And then these vibrations from the eardrum reaches the middle ear, consisting of three bones: malleus, incus and stapes. So malleus is hammer shaped, and incus is anvil shaped, and stapes is stirrup shaped. And they magnify the sound. That means they will increase the number of sound vibrations. And the stapes transmit the vibrations to oval window, which will increase the vibrations to 30 to 60 times. And then these vibrations from oval window transmits to the inner ear called as cochlea. And this cochlea is filled with thick fluid which will transmit the vibrations. The motion of these vibrations in the cochlea is detected by the tiny hairs connected to the auditory nerves. These nerves carry the vibrations in the form of electrical signals to the brain, where the sensation of sound is realized. So in this way, the sounds are that reaching us can be detected and can be understood by our brain. So here is a small flow chart which will help us to know the path of the sound vibrations. So sound vibrations in the air, they will reach our outer ear. From the outer ear, they will pass through the ear canal or auditory canal and then reach the eardrum. From the eardrum, they reach the malleus, incus, stapes, bones of the part which are the part of the middle ear, and then reach the cochlea. From the cochlea through the auditory nerves, they reach the brain, and brain is telling us what is the sound that we have heard. So here in this way, the larynx or the voice box is the part which is helping us to produce the sound, and the path that we have seen just now is helping us to understand the sounds that are reaching us. Thank you.